Good afternoon. When I started becoming an angel investor, I was given 3 rules. The first is that it should be personally entertaining. The second is professionally stimulating. And the third, financially rewarding. It was not so difficult to comply to the first 2 rules, but it's much more difficult to get actually to the third rule. This is how I got involved in a much more sophisticated way of doing angel investing through angel groups and angel networks. And this is what I'm going to share with you briefly today about Business Angels Europe and Italian Angels for Growth, which is the angel group that I co-founded, in the hope that Aper Angels, which is the network that is today here in Poland, will attract many of you and will give you, as I said, a personal entertaining time, a professionally stimulating time, but especially and also a financially rewarding time. So, yes, okay. There are many ways of working as angels, as an angels groups, but this will be covered later on in a thorough workshops and seminar that will be conducted by my colleague and honorary president of Business Angels Europe, Philip Gloons, in the next room here, which I would invite all of you to attend. How many of you are familiar with Business Angels? Could you raise your hand? Okay, so that's a vast majority. But for those of you that do not know much about it, Business Angels Europe is the European Confederation of Angel Investing. Our members are the National Association of Angel Investors. And as you can see, here you have the list of AEBAN being the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Austrian, the German, the UK, French, and so on associations. And overall, we represent over 35,000 business angels across Europe and over 270 networks across the whole Europe. We are investing figures which are difficult to tell in terms of absolute number for Europe, as you know, every country and every place is recording these numbers in different ways. But suffice to say that you know, we are talking about billions of euros per year in the very early stage, and we are for sure the most active private investors in startup across Europe. In the UK, although this is tracking all the individual investors, there are over £1.5 billion invested every year by individual investors at the very, very early stage. Why networks? We believe that the power of investing together and the power of having good groups, processes, procedures, people that are knowledgeable about other sectors we might not be so knowledgeable, it's a very good way, as I said to you, to be also, you know, financially rewarded and having maybe even more fun investing together. So this is just a small group of the top angel groups in Europe, which are members of the so-called Business Angels Europe Club, among which you have here represented today my own group called Italian Angels for Growth, based in Milan, and the group of Philippe Gloons Paris Business Angels, based in Paris. But there are many other groups, as you can see here, across the whole continent, from you know, Scotland to Belgium to Portugal, and we hope, you know, more and more there will be also a similar level of networks in Poland. A little bit about Italian Angels for Growth. Italian Angels for Growth was the network that I co-founded together with 8 more people. The situation maybe was not so dissimilar from what we are seeing today with Aper Angels, which has already, let's say, a certain traction, a certain number of angels, but is not yet, you know, well established and well developed. And I know that there are many initiatives in Poland, and I hope, you know, that they will be able to grow and to get to this level. But just to tell you our personal story, this was like really 9 people bringing together some cash and some time to spend with companies and telling to the market, here we are, if you want to come to us, there is €1 million on the table. We are ready to listen to you and to invest in your companies. And we started to co-opt in more and more of our friends, and gradually we have grown to what we are today. 10 years down the road, we have invested in over 40 companies. We had 112 projects that have been pitching to our events. We have invested direct cash for over €15 million, but we leveraged over €50 million, and we became among the top 5 seed investors in Italy. As you see, our average investment per angel per deal is not very high. It's about 16,000, maybe now it's slightly raised, but not much different. But the secret and the sauce is that, on average, there are 19 angels and a maximum of 42 angels that invested in a single deal. Why is that? This is, because, first of all, you cannot be knowledgeable about everything. You may know about fintech, but you will not know anything about medtech, or you will not anything about mobile, and so on and so forth. So if you really want to have a portfolio of differentiated companies and have a much better risk profile and risk management of your investment, having people that that you trust, that are friends of yours, but that are experienced in other areas helps a lot to build this diversified portfolio. I personally have a portfolio investing in medtech, biotech, IT, and other companies, and there are sectors. I have a professional background in engineering, so there are sectors which I know nothing about, but still, when I'm part of the syndicate, I'm not there just to put the money, even if I'm not the lead angel. I will still spend my time, and I will still spend my resources and my network and my personal contacts in order to favor everything that can be of help to the company we have invested in, even if I don't understand much about this. We do have a fintech company in our portfolio. It's called Conio, although this is, it's a new trend, a new topic, so there is still not so much going on, but there will be more. We had already some exits. We had already some successful exits. One of my exits already paid for about 40% of my total investments. 2 of my exits were a total disaster. So you have this kind of up and down and roller coasters. And again, I would invite you to listen now to my colleague and friend and partner Jacek Błoński, that will tell you more about Aper Angels. And to be sure you know about more about angel networks, you know more about Business Angels Europe, and hopefully you will join our initiatives. Thank you very much, and I will let the floor to Jacek.
Thank you. I just would like to show you that it's also happening in Poland. You had a case of Italian Angels for Growth. Philip shortly will present you a Paris experience with the Paris Business Angels. But I would like to show you that this movement, angel investing, it's also happening in Poland. So last year, we closed our first angel co-fund. We invested together with our angels over 100 million Polish zlotys into 23 projects, mostly startup projects. In this fund, we were sector agnostic, so we invested in the good teams, nice technologies behind. But this is exactly, one proof of concept that it's really happening. So we will really want to work with you more. We have close to 40 angels. We would like to get them more and more. That's why we are here today with our colleagues. We will be running these workshops shortly. What also, we are moving quite fast. So we signed already another fund with Polish Development Fund, Open Innovation. It will be a fund of the capitalization of 130 million and will be mostly entirely co-investing with business angels. 130 million in the next 4 or 5 years we would like to allocate into the high-tech deals in Poland. So we are continuing this journey, but of course, angel concept is still quite fresh in Poland. We need more educated investors. That's why Aper Angels, we are a local leader of the pan-European program called ESIL, Empowering Early Stage Investors. And today, this workshop will be also part of the ESIL program. We would like to share and spend more know-how from the experienced angels, experienced business angels clubs. to educate here a Polish market, to grow a Polish ecosystem of angel investing. It's hard work, I have to tell you, because I'm in this business 10 years, launching Leviathan Business Angels, and now Aper Angels, and being a board member within Business Angels Europe. We know how the ecosystem should evolve and grow. That's why we want to have more cross-border deals, more angels dealing with their portfolio, investing more, less into one round, but more diversified in terms of the risk. And this is exactly why we are developing and promoting ASIL. Why is it so? Because we experience more and more founders coming to us, asking not for the money, but what else? It's well-known, famous word, smart money, but they really get this smart money from the experienced angels, from the sector, from the fintech sector, from the retail sector, from the advanced materials. We have different experience of the angels. They made money on different deals, so there is really a lot of knowledge, and that's why all the investors are willing to share the knowledge and give something back to the founders, and they are really asking more and more about these networks, know-how, competence, and also trying to co-invest with more experienced investors across Europe, which is happening more and more. Just to give you one of cases from our portfolio, we spotted a deal in Lithuania, and all the guys are from Belarus. We moved them to Poland. There are international investors invested together with us into these deals. So within the region and also Europe, we have more and more cross-border deals with nice international exposure, and we would like to continue this path with this. And exactly, in Poland, still we are missing and lacking the VC investing very, very early stage. That's why they need also angels to help them into very early stage in the Death Valley, in the initial phase of investments. That's why these angels are growing in terms of the importance. And mentioned before the smart money, exactly it is why we would like to invite you for the workshop that it will take Q2. Philip Glunz, our colleague who is sitting behind. Philip, just if you can raise your hand. He's inviting exactly for this workshop 45 minutes of really pure knowledge, know-how about how to become a successful angel investor, how to start investing, how to diversify your portfolio, investing in many deals to spread the risk and co-invest with more experienced angels. And with this, I'm really inviting you for this workshop, and please join us to build a Polish angel club and Polish angel ecosystem and start co-investing with our more experienced investors across Europe and US. With this, thank you very much. Aper Angels, we are whole day today, so come to our colleagues, Philip, Luigi. We are here, we will be glad to answer all the questions, and hopefully next year on Impact, maybe in Krakow, we will have 100+ members of Aper Angels. Thanks a lot.